matter?
Yvonne.
Yeah.
We're back on the matter for Yvonne Burnett. And I believe that there was a plea that was tendered for an improper plate. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. And Ms. Burnett, you had an opportunity to talk to Ms. Cameron in the breakout room. Did she advise you of your rights?
Yes.
And did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Madam Clerk.
On September 30th, 2022, were you in the city of Detroit in the area of Connor Street?
Yes.
And were you driving a 2015 Ford?
Yes.
Did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
The vehicle that you were driving on that day, did it have proper plate?
No, the insurance was in the works. They just haven't. It came on after that, but it was I had paid for it up front, but it just didn't.
But it was not valid on that day,
Yeah.
on that time, and at that date of the stop. Is that correct?
Yes.
Satisfied?
Defense satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is also satisfied. Stipulates probable cause for the dismissals.
Stipulation to probable cause, Your Honor. Thank you.
And the court will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Burnett for the improper plate, dismissing the other matters without prejudice. Improper plates. But Ms. Burnett, the court is going to assess fines and fees of $220. Would you be able to make that payment within the next 2 weeks, or do you need 30 days?
30 days.
Madam Clerk.
August the 14th.
So it's due on August 14th. As long as you pay it by August 14th, you can ignore the court date. If not, you need to appear back in court on August 14th at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
You're free to go.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Greenbelt next. Are we going to do the Greenbelt matter next?
Yes, Judge, that's fine.
This is the People versus Greenbelt, ticket number 451, operating with no license. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the attorney.
Yes, Melinda Cameron, appearing on behalf of Greenbelt. Mr. Bell, state your name for the record, please, sir.
Greenbelt. Yeah, 1 second. Greenbelt.
Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Bell is going to enter a guilty plea to the reduced charge of failing to display a valid operator's license. I advised him that that's a 0-point offense. Also, there's a bench warrant outstanding for his arrest. At this time, we'd ask that the bench warrant be set aside.
The court will set aside the bench warrant in this matter. And I apologize, Ms. Cameron. You stated that we now know that he does not have valid driver's license. Is there a plea in this case?
Yes, that is correct, Judge, to a reduced charge of failing to display.
Failure to display. Thank you. And Mr. Bell, you had an opportunity to talk extensively to Ms. Cameron. Did she explain your rights?
Yes.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
Not at all, no.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, I am.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Madam Clerk.
On August the 19th, 2018, were you in the city of Detroit in the area of Schaefer?
Yes.
Were you driving a 1998 Buick?
Yes, I was.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes, I did.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, I was not.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Defense is satisfied, Judge. Thank you.
And I'm not sure if there were other charges. Stipulates probable cause on any dismissals?
There was no other matters
No other
for
charges.
the court today, Judge.
Okay, thank you. So the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bell for failure to display, assessing fines and fees of $220. Mr. Bell, can you pay that within the next 2 weeks, or do you need 30 days?
No, 2 weeks is cool.
2 weeks is good.
Mm-hmm.
Madam Clerk,
July 28th.
So it's due on
July
July
28th.
28th. As long as you've paid it by July 28th, you can ignore your court date. But if you don't pay it, you do need to appear here on the same Zoom on July 28th at 3 a.m.
$220. Yeah, I got it.
Correct.
Okay.
You are free to go, sir.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
You too. And are we ready to proceed with, is it LaRonda Burton?
Yes, we're ready to proceed.
When
Ready.
you hear your name, please turn your camera on and turn yourself off mute and be ready to proceed. Thank you, Ms. Burton.
This is the People versus LaRonda Burton, ticket number SP 1441671, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 144011542, 6 to 10 miles over the speed limit, and ticket number SP 1441672, disregarding a red signal. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the attorney.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of LaRonda Burton. Ms. Burton, please state your name for the record, please.
LaRonda Burton.
Corporal Bennett, would you like to state your name for the record?
Yes, Corporal Daryl Bennett, badge 4020, Detroit Police Department, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, my client submitted valid documentation that she has insurance for the vehicle. In addition, she took the driver improvement class, submitted a certificate for that class. Based on that, the prosecutor has agreed and the office, with the officer's consent, to reduce the 6 to 10 over speed limit ticket down to a blockading a moving lane of traffic. My client's going to plead responsible to that particular ticket, with the understanding the other two matters will be dismissed, and will stipulate to the face of the ticket as a factual basis for the plea.
Thank you. Ms. Burton, that's your understanding of the plea?
Yes.
And you do wish to avail yourself of the offer to plead to or responsible to the blockading?
Yes.
The court will enter a responsible plea on your behalf for blockading, assessing fines and fees of $175. Are you able to make that payment within the next 2 weeks, or do you need 30 days?
30 days.
Okay. And I apologize, Madam Clerk. I did not-
August the 14th, and I do apologize. What ticket was we reducing to blockading, Ms. Molina?
The speeding ticket. 6 to
Okay,
10 over. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the $175 will be due on August 14th. If you're unable to pay it by August 14th, you do need to appear back here on the same Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're free to go.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Corporal Bennett. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you.
Okay. And are we ready to proceed with Kevin Valentine?
Yes.
This is the People versus Kevin Valentine's, ticket number SP 144155542, no insurance misdemeanor. And I'm not sure what this count 2 is, so give me a moment. Count 3 is. And count 3 is drove through private property or alley to avoid signal. And ticket number SP 144187993, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 144155541, expired plate. And are these duplicates? I think so. And this is account 3. Drove through alley or to avoid signal. And ticket number SP 144187992, expired plates, and count 2, no registration. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the attorney.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Kevin Valentine. Mr. Valentine, state your name for the record, please, sir.
Kevin Valentine.
Your Honor, Mr. Valentine submitted proof of valid documentation for both insurance and registration today. Based on that documentation being submitted, the prosecutor has agreed to nully process the matters pending before the court, will stipulate to probable cause, and that was also with the consent of the officer.
And I apologize. The prosecutor has agreed to do what?
Dismiss the tickets, will stipulate to probable cause.
And he's dismissing all of the matters?
That's correct. He's nolly processing all the matters, correct?
That's correct, Judge. Attorney
Thank
Luke Andrew, P 85677, appearing on behalf of the City of Detroit.
Thank you. All right, so the court will adopt the recommendation, although a great recommendation, Mr. Valentine, consider yourself very lucky. The court will
Okay.
adopt the recommendation to dismiss all matters without prejudice. You are free to
Okay.
go, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a good one.
You too, thank you.
And last but not least, Ms. Baskin, Lamika Baskin. This is the People versus Lamika Baskin, ticket number SP 143966361, no insurance misdemeanor. And ticket number SP 1439250, disregarding a red signal. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the attorney.
Yes, Melinda Cameron appearing on behalf of Lamika Baskin. Ms. Baskin, state your name for the record, please.
Lamika Baskin.
Ms. Baskin, I'm gonna be muted because when you're up, we got a lot of. So what, you only, when I'm asking you a question, unmute and then mute yourself right back again, okay? Thank you.
Your Honor,
Ms. Cameron.
as to the matters pending before the court, Ms. Baskin submitted proof that she completed the driver improvement class and submitted proof of insurance here today. Based on that, the prosecutor has agreed to reduce the charge on the disregarding red signal down to a blockading a moving lane of traffic. That is a civil infraction. Will stipulate to the face of the ticket as a basis for the plea, and will stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal on the no insurance ticket, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Ms. Baskin, that's your understanding of the plea. You wish to avail yourself of pleading responsible to blockading? And you do have to unmute to say yes.
Yes.
And you understood all of your rights that Ms. Cameron advised you of, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the court is going to enter a responsible plea on your behalf on the charge or the blockading, assessing fines and fees of $175. Can you pay that within the next 2 weeks or do you need 30 days?
I need at least like 60 to 90 days because I'm in school and I have to pay for school. I can't see me doing that in 30 days.
Are you working?
Yes.
Okay, you can come down to the court and enter into a payment agreement. They'll do it based on your income. So you have. Okay, so you have to come to the court to enter into an agreement. They'll require, I believe, 20% down, if I'm not mistaken, and then they'll work out the rest. 25%.
Yes.
Okay, and then the rest will be paid based on your income. What date? So I am giving you until July 28th to enter into that payment agreement. If you have not entered into a payment agreement by July 28th, you will need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay.
Okay.
You're free to. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
All righty.
We all set?
Yes, I believe so. Is that it, Ms. Molina, in the
That's
breakout?
all I have. That's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Cameron.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Chairman.
Pleasure is all.